Man, I wish I could see. I can't see myself. How's this showing up? So, I don't know. I'm going to have to pull up my other phone. My phone. This is on my laptop. I can't figure out why it's not showing. Unless. What the? Maybe that's it. Oh, there it is. How about that? Okay, so it's a new laptop. It just needed this off. I wanted it in there because it shows me how to turn, because I have the blackout kind. So, okay, so remember, this will be saved. Keep your mouth clean. Oh man, it's nice to have the hair down. Man, I ain't had it down in 2 weeks. Ain't that a shame? It's such pretty hair. I mean, I feel like it is, considering I'm 51 years old. It's not wiring gray. Okay, so, yep, I love my shirt. My favorite shirt right now. Of course, I can't wait to be like Adam and Eve in the garden, just buck naked. Not until I get to Valahar. So, okay, so I realized that I'm just talking to myself, which is a good thing because I haven't gotten a whole lot of followers or even interest. Okay, so I'm not worried about that. This is just me working on my visibility. So, if I put lipstick on, will that define my lips? Anyway, okay, so today is December the 8th. It is 9. Oh my gosh, these aren't even working anymore. 9:58 p.m. I was going to do this tomorrow, but I'm lifted. Okay, so I am back at home. I got grounded. I call it grounded. So I'm a door dasher and I live a gypsy life. I do have a home. This is my bedroom for the time being. I hate to say this. It is my home. It's my dad's home, but he's 78. My sister has a place. My brother has 2 places or more. Um, I'm pretty much the one to take care of everything when he goes. So, um, this is a family home. It's didn't always it wasn't always here in this town. This house was actually built town or communities over about 10 miles, 15 miles away. So it's a family home and I don't want to see anything happen to it. So yes, I plan on staying here. I don't plan on moving. I plan on staying here. Now, what I do while my dad's still alive, um, I travel. And this time my dad bailed me out. So far, nothing has taken place, but hopefully, we can work out a solution to get bailed out. I have a black Nissan Pathfinder, and it is okay. It's a high dollar one. It's a 2015 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum 4-wheel drive. And I've got a few things going on with it. And it started December the 3rd in Clarksville, Tennessee, late at night. I needed to DoorDash to get money to get home. That's one. I had the money, but I needed more money because I wasn't going to go straight home. I had to make sure that I could make it home. And since I didn't have any help from an ex-husband on December the 3rd, which is he posted in the script, he's helping me or talking to me, and just, man, he started acting weird. It's like, okay, I'll be honest, I turned him down in December of 2014, and he's been acting a little rancid since. So it's not my fault. He tried too early. He knew I was ready to leave my husband, but I wasn't ready to leave my kids. I still had teenagers at home. Couldn't just up and leave. Although I would have wanted to know that it was the last time I was going to have an opportunity to jump the bones. I know he's got a body count. Trust me, he had a body count before I met him. He was a gigolo before I met him. So I'm just repeating what he told me. I'm not trying to bring the man down. I still have a little thing. I would jump him. But as far as a relationship, ladies, I had him for about 6 months. And I was married to him. And let me tell you, he dropped down to his knee when he saw me again. So if you think you have a shot with him, if he doesn't drop down to his knees on his first visit with you, then you're probably not going to see him ever drop down to his knee. And I just thought I'd say that because I'm telling you, he hasn't changed. And just because I would, maybe that's because we didn't have an adult relationship when I was married to him. I was only 18 years old. I turned 19 just before our daughter was born. And yeah, I just want some adult time, a little liquor, see where it goes. Now that I'm legally, I can drink. See, he just turned 21. The day after is when he proposed. So I've already had that, and I hadn't been back into Norfolk in like 4 days. I think I left Arkansas on the 12th on Greyhound. See, I'm used to moving into towns with nothing. That's when I get there that I start building. Yeah, the smartest thing is to have nothing, because it's easy to leave nothing. It's easy to branch out into something else. So I'm not afraid. I'm also not afraid to be alone. That's the fucked up thing. I've been married for 26 years. I've done the play nice and put all the feelings aside and try to numb how I feel. And I'm not doing it anymore. If that's what you want, then you go for it. A long-term, distant relationship's what I'm looking for. Like, I'm coming into town. Can I see you? and I don't come into town often. I have been lately, but that's only because my kids live in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and so does my almost ex-husband. And let me tell you, that one is a looker. And I'm really sad to leave him the way that I have to leave him, because he still gets visions of me naked running around in his head. So it's not that he lost interest. It's me. It's all me. He's still, when I visited this past weekend, he said, every time you come in, I have this, I can't get you out of my head naked, but it's only when you're here. I'm like, yeah, I know I do that. I'm sorry I do it, but I'm not. I'm glad. So if he ever decided to say, I'm going to hop the fence over here for a little bit, I'll see you in a little bit, I'm perfectly fine with that. I am, because I've learned how to be like him. Sad to say, but only for him. I don't do that with everybody. I don't even do it with my current. See, like I said, we were too young back then. We were too young. And I get that. But I don't know. I can't. I mean, don't you have a young relationship that you look at and pass by and go, if we were just a little bit older, how would that have worked out? And that's how I am. See, I'm completely with the nature thing. He drew me to nature. So if you think that I would want to be in a pub getting drunk or sloshed, no, I'll take a bottle of wine to the river, or I'll take a bottle, something. Sangria. Sangria comes to mind because I've never drank with him. And I'm not talking about down, I'm talking about an all day camping thing. See, I outfit my Pathfinder because it's only me in my Pathfinder. And I DoorDash from city to city. What I'm trying to do is do it in a better way. And every time I go out, I have to analyze everything. So it takes about 2 weeks for me to go and then come back. My dad said I was gone for 2.5 weeks. He was starting to wonder if I was coming back. He said, there's one thing I missed about you was arguing with you. But I didn't miss your laugh. That hen cackle. But thing is, Joseph and I were too young. And we had a daughter together. And I figured one day, sorry, my phone went off. I'm going to put this over here so I can see it. I figured one day we might be mature enough to handle each other in an adult manner. And we almost were there. And then he just stopped. I think he thought I rejected him. But I didn't. I needed to take care of some loose ends. Because if I was going to hop the fence for my husband and hop on his tailpipe, we're going to say tailpipe. If I was going to hop on his tailpipe, trust me, I wasn't going to come off that tailpipe. But I still had a husband. And that one was worked out. I had spent 3 months talking to Joseph for almost 24 hours a day. I mean, we never did get off the phone. As a matter of fact, I finally did. When he fell asleep, I finally did say, and while he was sleeping, so I don't know if he heard it, I want to tell you that I love you. And that was in 2014. Now I just appreciate his presence. I know that he's just supposed to be a catalyst in my growth, I guess, because he inspired me to do what I want to do what my soul feels called to do. And at the time, he was talking about me becoming a shift leader and following my manager from one store to another. But the truth was, I really wanted out of pizza. Pizza Hut had a big thing, but even in the years we didn't speak, had a serious effect on him. That's where he was management. And this place was Pizza Hut in Chesapeake, Virginia. So while I'm sitting here going through this, he's already been through it. So for me to talk to him consistently while my boss is trying to get me pulled into management, all I could think about was what freedom I would lose. So it's not that I'm not employable. I don't like four walls. Four walls start to make you feel like you are clocked in there majority of your day and you don't get any time with family. And that was where I had to draw the line. I had seen firsthand in 2005 where Joseph was managing Pizza Hut on Fort Campbell Boulevard in Oak Grove, Clarksville area. He came dragging in at about 3:30 in the morning, and I actually got to feel what the girl he was dating was feeling at the time. Now, she was a driver, and I got along with her great. Sandy was, look, if I were to have blessed either of them to get married, I'd have been hurt more that I missed out, but I still would have blessed it. There it comes a point in time where you do sit back and wonder what went wrong. I know what I did when I went wrong. I was only 19. I was serving guys beer, and he was part of it drinking it, and I couldn't partake, but I could see him there all night. The only thing is, he's a very jealous man. At least he was for me. So if he's not jealous over you, he never will be. I'm gonna tell you, I'm for him finding the person for him. I am. But before he finds that person, before he finds that person, could you call me? Just we'll talk. No. See, that's what stalkerish looks like. I get it. That's what stalkerish looks like. I just wish that I'd been in a better position in 2014. But with two teenage boys and us being in more of a domestic situation, and I don't mean good. I mean, my husband has some serious temper tantrums. I'll call them temper tantrums. So it's not like this was slow. It was slow for me. And I think over time, because Jay had to see me, and I call him Jay. Jay had to see me with many ex husbands, two ex husbands. Because, see, I don't just hop on every tailpipe. I wanted to use tailpipe exclusively for him because of, his motorcycles. And I've never had a ride on a motorcycle. I'd love one just to go out in the fucking country. But it'll be a while before I go back to Clarksville because I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get my car fixed. Catalytic converter in Nissan Pathfinder has 4. It's 4-wheel drive. I imagine it has something to do with it. Well, see, that's why I went to him. He could have, told me that we'll take it here. Because, see, in 2005, I almost got stranded there again. We were there for over Hurricane Dennis, right before Katrina hit. And we were stationed in New Orleans when Hurricane Cindy came through earlier that year. And it did a number on New Orleans, and it hit Lake Charles, not over on New Orleans side. It was just that bad. And we had seen each other in May of 2005, and this is where I met Sandy. And he was living with Sandy. Actually, I think they co-owned the trailer together. So, look, ladies, he's had long-term distant relationships. He's had long-term relationships. Way back in the distance. If you're not part of the everlasting club, like you share a key or living arrangements or title to a house. You're not it. And I shared his last name. Trust me. If he hasn't done that yet, you're not going to be it. You haven't met the first class gigolo. I'm telling you, he's a first class gigolo. Would I pay for it? No. I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't pay for it because he tried taking it from me December 2014. I don't have to pay for it. I just have to come visit it. But he's proven that wrong. So he stopped doing that part. I think he's afraid. I'm thinking he's afraid that he's going to get addicted again. Because he was addicted. And then, because look, any man that drops down to his knees, he's addicted to your ass already. He already knows. This is it. That's why he keeps calling the cops. He's afraid to hop on it. Because I'm not a violent person at all. I'm not a violent person. And he knows we've been drinking before, but we had a woman in the middle of it. And he came out checking on me, making sure I was okay. Look, he's still trying to save me. At least then. But our daughter was younger too, so he had a reason to save me. You know. But yeah, we just look, if he had been single then, I probably would have. Because, I mean, 6 years in my marriage, and I was already thinking about him more than I was thinking about my husband. But see, there's a reason for all this. Look, the man I spent 26 years with, married, because we met 33 years ago. He's the one I left him for. See, Jay never stopped. Jay never stopped. He kept trying through our marriage to get us into a third party relationship until one day. Because what I do is I just smile and nod. Sure. I'll even agree a little bit. Is you not getting me all the way in there? I'm not stupid. God sees that shit. And God will punish your ass for the rest of your life. So if the gigolo lifestyle is what he wanted, it's definitely what he got. And me, I want somebody to be true, faithful, and all loving on me. But I still think he's addicted, and that's why he don't want to talk to me. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a violent person. I wanted to thank him. See, there's certain things you got to do in a 12-step program. After him, I became an alcoholic. And you got to release all that shit. You release it all. And the people you feel like you betrayed the most are the first ones you should go after to apologize. Seek forgiveness. Because if not, when you're in a 12-step program and every time you fall off the wagon, you got to go back and do it again because there's somebody you missed. Every time you fall off, you have to go back. It's falling. And I'd like to say that I am sober, but I'm not. I'm not drunk right now, but I am stoned. I just came back from Missouri. Oh, man. I really like door dashing. So I like to travel. And I will travel. And I will DoorDash. And I am looking for new places to go. No, don't get me wrong. I love a hotbed. I love the restroom. I love being able to take a shower. But there's one thing I love more than anything. It is decking that Pathfinder out and just sitting in it, away from everything. See, remember when I started this, I said my manager wanted me to be a shift manager. And the only reason why I quit is because I couldn't be a driver anymore. If I was a manager, I'd be stuck with the inside of that confined building. In this, there are other places around it, but the truth is, I like driving around in my car. I love my car. I've loved doing it in every car except for one. It was too big. Ford Taurus is way too big to deliver in. And I prefer a small car. So for me to say I love delivering in my Nissan Pathfinder, it's kind of a lie, but kind of the truth. See, when I travel to DoorDash, I can't do this in a regular car. And I do like to explore, unless I'm on the hunt for money. And then I can overwork. I need help with that. Because, see, when I overwork, I forget about play. And here recently I have. Now, I wish I could make some friends in Clarksville. That way, some really nature friends. I've never ridden on a motorcycle. I guess this is kind of a plea. I'm not looking for a relationship. Um, I'm not talking about jumping on anybody else's tailpipe. There's only one person I'm interested in. And it's not an obsession per se. It's more like this was given up way too soon. I'd really like to try it as an adult. And I don't know what that means to him, but to me, it means can we strike a friendship, one that may be a little more than plutonic? But if we can we go back to plutonic? I'd really rather have a friendship than an enemy. So I know they say that people you've been with are hard to be friends with, but I don't believe that's true unless there's something seriously in depth wrong with your version of events. Because I believe firmly that it is what it is because God led it to that. And I accept what God led it to. See, this is all part of that 12-step process, too. See, I have to see what God had played in it every step of the way. It may have been because his mom didn't like me and his mom would literally break down. I have no idea. I understand parent to child relationship, and I understood that she had a hold of his money when he was at sea. He had her on the bank account way before I met him as a secondary, just somebody that could send him something if he needed it. So, I mean, I got it. It's a way of him hiding money also from himself, I guess, because his mama was watching him. That's why I was like, he used to buy me gifts on the spur of the moment. That's another thing. If you're not getting any gifts on the spur of the moment, and I'm not talking about flowers, I'm talking about clothes and gold jewelry. If you're not getting these things, you're never going to get them, especially the jewelry. He might buy you a cheap necklace from Walmart, and he might try to make himself look like a big shot too by buying you diamonds. But I'm trusting you and telling you, forget it, women. You're never going to get one of these. I've already been told that by him personally back when he was dating Sandy, the one he used to live with. So I've had a lot more talks. You really should ingest what the ex-wife has to say. She's been married to him. And if he treated me that way, guess what he's gonna do to you? He'll wear you down, make you think. And if you're paying him, oh gosh, you are the stupidest woman around. You are the stupidest woman around. I'm telling you, if you got him working for you too, you're gonna be real questioning after this. I don't mind, because I don't mind taking a polygraph exam. I know who's truthful. I love my hair. I wish. Well, I'm afraid to color it. I don't want it coming back as gray as his. I don't want it coming back as gray as his. Man. What? I got a question for anybody who's sleeping with him right now. Because me, it's just to find out. Because I have a daughter with him. I don't have to worry about that. And if I've had a daughter with him, you know how much time he spent in his daughter's life? Probably because of avoiding me and catching feelings and having to see Paul, my new husband. Yeah. He didn't see his daughter for 11 years after she was born. From birth, he never saw her till she was 11 years old. And that was initiated by me after regaining his trust, or my trust in him, from 2002 to 2005. See, he started talking to me in 2002 in October, after my grandmother died. May have been November, after my grandmother died. I wanted to know because my grandmother died pretty fast after being diagnosed with breast cancer. And I wanted to know, we share a daughter together. What possibly could you have in your family line? So I had to think about it again. I'm curious, where are even the scrollers? Okay. So I'm out of alcohol. I haven't done anything in months. I think, jeez, I hate my hair. I mean, I love my hair, but I hate my hair. I've had it in a ponytail way too long. It's usually fluffier than this, and it's just blah. You know what? I think, if I, huh. Okay, I love bowling. I love pool. I love darts. I love skating. And I'm not big into movies, so you save a lot of money there. Um, I fall asleep during movies, and the movie color changes, flashes can give me headaches. But I am thinking here soon, if I can get my car back up and going again. If I DoorDash for a day, I got $100 in my pocket. And sometimes if I'm at Fort Campbell, oh my gosh, this is the reason why I go to Clarksville to DoorDash. All right, I'm just gonna be fucking honest with you. This is why I go to DoorDash in Clarksville, Tennessee. I can make $100 in less than 3 hours. Here in Cross, Arkansas, I DoorDash 12 hours on, and I might get $100. So you tell me, what would you do if I can go work for 3 hours, get $100, and turn around and go do whatever the fuck I want to do? What would you do? Can you make $100 in 3 hours? And answer that one legally. Can you legally make $100 in 3 hours? And when you can say yes, let me know. And doing what I do, because I mean DoorDash, make it food, because I prefer food service. So, in that being said, I'd rather DoorDash. I'm a delivery driver by heart, and I'm